Hi everybody, Bill here from turboDial. In this video we're going to go through the SMS send and receive feature in turboDial. The purpose of SMS in turboDial may be different than what you have come to expect with SMS services that you've used. turboDial SMS is a powerful personal communications method. That means it's not going to be used for broadcasting SMS. There's no mass marketing here, no short codes, no way to send an SMS automatically from a campaign. There's no way to do automated lead capture. This is a two-way conversation that you will have enabled using SMS with your clients and prospects who are otherwise difficult to reach. It's a fact that some people these days are much more reachable via SMS. Imagine your customers are brides-to-be who are planning their wedding. You want to reach them during the day to ask questions about their plans, schedule appointments, and whatnot. But they have day jobs and they can't be spending all their time on the phone while they're at their job. A quick text message, reply back, can often move the sale forward in your business. turboDial SMS allows full two-way SMS in real time. You can send an SMS, you can receive their reply, you can send your response back, and continue the conversation as needed. And as a requirement for using SMS, you must have an inbound phone number available in your turboDial account. This video is not going to cover how to acquire an inbound phone number. Go to the user guides and videos section of the turbodial.biz website and find the video on how to do that. I will point out that only your turboDial account owner is allowed to add and configure inbound numbers. So if you're not the account owner, you will not see the buttons on your turboDial panel that allow you to do that. I'll also point out that not all inbound phone numbers will be enabled for SMS. If you have an inbound phone number that is not enabled for SMS, it will have a no SMS designation. And if it's labeled that way, you will not be able to use it to send SMSs. All right, let's do some demonstrations. We're going to walk through some steps of choosing an SMS phone number ID, selecting the contact's mobile phone number, and sending an SMS. So here we are over here at the turboDial panel. On this panel, you can see they've got an SMS phone number selected. I have another one in the inbound list, which is designated as not available for SMS, and I have a third one which I could use for SMS. Let's go back to the first one. On this contact, Alan Bradford has several numbers. One of them in this Infusionsoft account has been designated as a mobile number. Another is home. Another is work. A fourth one that has no designation, and a fifth one that is also labeled as work. Your Infusionsoft account may or may not have accurate designations for your numbers, and so you'll have to use your other conventions in your business to know whether or not your contact has an SMS available phone number, for example, a mobile phone. In this case, Alan Bradford has that phone number available. I can now click the SMS button available here, and this screen pops up, SMS view and send for Alan Bradford. That's his mobile number. Before I compose and send a message, let me just point out that the most recent messages to and from Alan show up here. And both the outbound messages and inbound messages from Alan will show up here. Let me type a message. Hi, Alan. I can get you a good discount on red widgets this week. Bill from Widget Inc. I'm going to send that to Alan right now. Okay, now that message has been sent, and Alan has received it. Now, if Alan is going to send a reply back to that SMS, where is it going to come? Well, the answer is it's going to come into my email address, me as the user of this turboDial account. I have an email address, and there it is right there. That's my logged in email address. And when he sends that reply, that's where it will come. And so in my computer right now, which is a Mac running the Mac email client, I'll be able to see right up here a notification on my desktop that an email has arrived with that SMS in it. And there it is right there. Now, if I click on it, I can open it up. This is the message that came back from Alan. Okay, please save one. I'll be in tomorrow. Now, there's a reply link right here in this SMS. If I want to reply back to Alan, I can click that link right now, and it brings up this window. It looks very similar to the one I saw before. Okay, I'll hold one. And notice, by the way, I can see that was his reply back to me. This is the email, I'm sorry, the SMS I sent to him. So I'm now sending that back to Alan. And Alan has received it. I can also look at that SMS trail right here. Here's the SMS I just sent to Alan. Okay, I'll hold one. Here's the one he sent me. Okay, please save one. I'll be in tomorrow. And here's the one that started the whole conversation. Hi, Alan, etc. Every SMS that is sent or received with turboDial will also have a corresponding note record. Let's go to Alan's contact record here in this contact listing and open up his notes. And notice here in their notes, here's an outbound, the last one I sent to Alan, which says, okay, I'll hold one. Here's a note that says, okay, please save one, I'll be in tomorrow. And likewise, the other note that says, I can get you a good discount. So the whole record of SMS trail activity is right here. Now let me show you inside of one of these. In the case of an outbound SMS, in addition to having the contents of the SMS, there's some additional information here that is data used by turboDial to track this message. And you do not want to modify the contents that you'll find here below the do not modify line. Leave those alone. The main part that you care about is that part right there. I can use these notes on the contact record, the inbound and outbound SMS notes, to build reports. Here's just a very simple report. Bill's SMS activity, last 7 days, inbound SMSs, outbound SMSs, a very simple report. If I refresh this one, it should show it. The numbers changed because I just had an interaction with Alan. Now it's important to note that if you receive an SMS reply, use the reply link in that email message to send a reply, or go back to the contacts record in turboDial and use the SMS button there to send the reply. Do not try to reply back to that SMS by email. That will not succeed. If you want to build a report using SMS as your data, you can follow the tutorial which already exists in the guides and video section at turbodial.biz. There's a section there called Reports About Calls. I can point it out to you right here. Reports About Calls. If you follow the instructions here, but instead substitute the main search criteria of turboDial SMS inbound, SMS outbound, or just turboDial SMS, instead of the turboDial call phrase, then your report instead will be built about SMS messages rather than calls. The turboDial free trial, if you're not currently using turboDial, includes the two-way SMS feature. You can sign up for that trial, no credit cards required, and learn more about this at turbodial.biz. Happy text messaging, everybody.